All session long, it has been a goal of our caucus to make certain that, that when we do complete a school funding formula and the dollars that should be in there, that every child has the opportunity to thrive, to compete, and to excel, and to achieve to the best of his or her ability. And we believe that the school funding formula that we are offering in this motion to amend number 2 will provide a basis where every child can indeed succeed. Certainly the Senate Republican amendment that was placed into House Bill 1001 was a significant improvement in my estimation over the governor's school funding formula in terms of how it impacted schools. But when you looked at the school formula runs, which I know all of us do, there was still a significant disparity, if you will, in terms of how certain school corporations fared versus other school corporations, and how children left in those school corporations, or who are in those school corporations, what type of funding they would have over the biennium. And I think we would all agree that it is critical. A 2-year period in a child's life in terms of K through 12 funding is a critical time, years that cannot be gotten back. What our school funding formula does adds $132 million to the school funding formula above and beyond what the version that is presently in House Bill 1001. Secondly, it contains a 5-year phase-out for schools who have children who are leaving a school corporation for whatever reason, whether it's home foreclosures, demographic trends, whatever the case may be. Certain school corporations are losing enrollment. Some are remaining stable, and of course some are growing. But for those that are losing school children, there is a 5-year phase-out. We do fund enrollment growth at 80%. We do maintain the governor's trigger. That is, if revenues exceed what we are anticipating, and I know all of us are hoping for that, we maintain the governor's trigger that provides monies that go to education into the formula. This proposal provides a real funding increase of 2% in 2010. That does not mean every school corporation gets a 2% increase. Obviously, some either have 0% and some may have 3.5 or 4, but the average is there is 2% more dollars in the formula in 2010, and there is 1% more in 2011. We do continue the transition to foundation, that seeks to equalize per pupil funding throughout the state. It's a slower version, certainly, than the version that is presently in. And there is indeed a hold harmless clause, so to speak, so that school corporations, again, who are seeing significant declines will not see a catastrophic drop-off in their funding that renders them unable to provide programs. The end result is a school funding formula that provides more money to almost every school corporation in the state, no matter what their demographics. It's fiscally responsible, and it allows every child the opportunity to succeed and excel, and it allows school corporations throughout the state to maintain critical programs. Here we are with roughly 8 or 9 days to go in the session, and we're just trying to get a school funding formula that will work for every child, and certainly want to continue that study into those issues that he has raised. I believe this formula does allow each child an opportunity to succeed, irrespective of what their school corporation situation they're facing.